Hello, everybody. Whoopsie. And welcome to another episode of Angelika's Journal. I got my new flexible tripod here. And it seems to be a wobbly one. I may have to send this back. I didn't want anything so wobbly. Anyways, I guess we'll see when I iron how much wobbly it's going to get. If it's really bad or not. Anyways, welcome to another episode. I hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's happy, doing what makes them happy. Having a good week so far. We're Wednesday today. So today I'm just tying up loose ends. So I had a whole stack of papers to iron. And I pulled these out because this was the envelope with the peel and stick tape. And so I wanted to show you when I ironed this, I did the bottom part normal. Like that. All nice on both sides. And then to do that part, I did it like that, and then I just went right over it. Right over it. That's it. Because, if I'm not mistaken, this is plastic. So, you don't want to put heat on plastic or it'll melt. You don't want a residue on your iron. See, my iron is still clear. And my towel is clear. So that's the way I did that one. And then the keto paper that is badly ripped, I just ironed it. I know because of this, I probably won't use it as a full page or anything. But I could like cut this out and use this. I don't know, I could cut out this box here and just have breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and then, you know, you do stickers or a stamp or whatever, do some handwriting, I don't know. So there you can use bits and pieces from it, even though this is ripped. Or just put washi tape on it too, you could do that. And then go ahead and use it, right? It just makes it look that much older, you know what I mean? So we'll see what I use that for. Now this one, is the graph paper. Now I wanted to show you, there are different kinds of graph paper. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is my drawer of all my graph paper. See, this one and this one's different. Can you see them? Oh, this one, it's harder to see what you're looking at. Okay, hold on. No, I can't. The buttons are on that side. Okay, well, I'm just going to have faith that you can see it. Yeah, I don't know that I like this arm, but anyways, that's another story. All right, so there's this one, and this is the one that I use, that see the graph, the lines are all gone. So that's this one. Now I also have this one, which is quite old. You can tell by the coloring. See? It's starting to get a little yellowing. And then this one's really white. And this one looks the same as this. Are the holes the same? Yeah, the holes are pretty much the same. See? Yeah, so these are the ones that are going to be, the graph lines are going to be gone. Then there's this one, $1 or $2, $1. This was from my mom. And this is the same one, $1 or $2. Yeah, it's just the paper was removed. So there are those two, which I don't know. Then we've got some legal size ones, which it seems like these are the same, but this one is different. This is another one of the lighter ones. So I'd like to try to coffee stain these next time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these under, because these are the ones I have not done. I want to try. Oh, and there's this one too with the round corner. And then this one I'm going to assume is going to be the same as this. But this one is definitely the one that loses its color. So what I might do is use this for the spray bottle method. I did get some spray bottles, and at some point I would like to try that. But I just wanted to show you there are different kinds of graph paper. And this particular one I did, the graph is gone. So just so you're aware, that could happen. And then I kept a few sheets here. A few things I wanted to show you. Whoops, I just ripped it. But these corners are what I worry about. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you, which is why this was over here. All right, so the yarning board I use, as you know, is this one. Oh, everything's falling on me today. There we go. This one, which is covered, it's actually an IKEA one. Probably recognize the pattern. And then this I cut. It's the cover of my big one that no longer stood up. It kept collapsing on me. So I decided to keep it because this retains heat better. It irons better. But because it, like from the edge, it dips in a bit, I didn't think it was good for paper. So I decided to take out this wooden board, which is one from my mom, one she had. Oh, now, of course, it's raw wood. And then I just took a towel because you don't want to wreck the wood. It's still going to get heat, but you know what I mean? I thought it would be better if I put a towel on it. And then if the wood cracks, we can just re-glue it and clamp it and it'll be fine. It's just strips of wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of wood, and then the top, it has this. Now if this comes off, I'll just leave it off. But wood can always be reclamped, right? So I put a towel, and then I just start on one side. I have it on the highest setting, and then I just go over to the other side. Some corners come out, some don't. And then we're going to flip it over and do it again. Back and forth. Done. All right, so we'll do the index cards next. Now, when you have a gathering of the paper, you can try and straighten it out with the iron. In most cases you can, not all. Oh yeah, and never do what I do. I have a habit of leaving it on the towel like that. You're not supposed to. I have it on a maximum setting, so the heat's intense. So you should not be doing that. But anyways, and that's all you do. My business card I'm not going to because it doesn't need it. Okay, so now we're going to do all these papers. All right, let's start with this one. Oops. And go a few times. Done. Next. And it's pretty much as flat as it was. Printer paper, or any of the other papers, it will never get totally flat like these guys are. These guys are getting completely flat. Those bigger sheets will not. You'll always have a ruffled edge. Oh, this one I might too. Well, maybe not. No, looks pretty good. That was the purple squares. Yes, I know. Not supposed to. There. Okay, let's see if I can get that to straighten. Yep, got it. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. And I always do both sides. There, those are done. All right, now for the two doilies. Okay, now these are really, really thin, so just like the other one, go around in a circle a few times, flip it over, circle a few times, and done. And yeah, it's a little bit wrinkled still. I don't know if you can see that. Still a little wrinkled, but that's okay. Basically, you just want it to be flat so that you can use it in your journal. If it's wrinkly and bumpy, it just makes it harder to use. Oh, that must have been blotches of coffee stuck on it. Yeah, it just makes it harder to use, but you get used to it after a while. So really, it's whatever you want to do. I prefer making it as flat as I can. Back and forth. I just have a few more pieces here, and then we'll move on to the next thing I got to do today. There, you see? It's pretty much as flat as it was in the memo pad. This one is scrapbooking paper. It's a little bit thicker, but not quite cardstock. That came out pretty nice, eh? It's not that vibrant blue, but it's still very pretty. Okay, and then I have these two. Any corners bent? Nope. All right, so let's do it this way. Yeah, I had a lot of personal things to do yesterday, so I did not have a chance to finish this ironing. And since I'm supposed to be posting a video today, if I go by the schedule I set for myself, I thought, well, might as well do it on video, tying up loose ends. There we go. Look at that, how pretty. And it still can be colored if anybody should choose to. Yeah, this corner is a little nicked. There we go. See how nice? Turned out gorgeous. Alright, so now these two, which are the cards. You remember on the video I said that this part was still damp when we were doing the blue dye? But it's looking good. And like I said, I do both sides. And then because this is supposed to be a card, I'm going to let it cool first. We'll do this one in the meantime. It seems like the thicker the paper, the more heat it takes. Alright, so now we'll grab this one back and I'm just going to iron it right on the fold. Now, I don't know if other people do this, but I decided why not? Makes the fold more permanent. And the same with this one. Just like putting pleats in a pair of pants. There we go. Done. And the last piece is this this bag. Now, I don't know. I don't think I had a blue one like this. If I did, I don't remember how I ironed it. But I want to go under the flap. And then probably I would say over the flap. And then this side, sometimes I will lift the paper and then have the iron go through it. For the flat papers, some of them were, you could tell they were pretty badly wrinkled. And that's what I would do. If the wrinkle was going this way, I would go like this and go up against the wrinkle. And it did help in some cases, and in some it didn't. Alright, so I think this is good. Just going to make sure. Alright, before it catches on fire. Alright, ironing is done. So I will now turn this off. And I can pack this away. This towel is separate. This towel is only for ironing. I'll put it over here. This is my board. I got to let it cool. And this one. And one of the reasons why I like this, see it says IKEA. The reason why I like this is it has a hanger. Can you see that hanger? It folds in and folds out. So you can hang it in your closet. There we go. You don't have to store it or anything. All right, so before I move you to the next thing I have to, last minute project, you know what I mean? Another project to finish up. Before I move you to the desk, I'm going to plug this in and we're going to put the needle in. I'm going to pause you and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I ended up not doing the sewing machine. Good thing I didn't record it. I moved the sewing machine forward because I've got to put the needle in. And when I moved it forward, there was a moth under it. A big fat moth, like an inch. It was so gross. And yeah, I kind of freaked out and killed it. And just, oh, it was disgusting. Like, I can kill bugs, but I don't know, the moth, I don't know, I'm just getting itchy thinking of them. Anyways, so we're gonna not be on that side of the space here. We're gonna be on this side. And we are going to, and also I don't like that arm. I'm going to change that arm. Ooh. Anyway, so the other thing that I needed to finish up was this. So I now have my what do you call this thing? My cutter. I don't know what you call it. That moth just got to me. I'm sorry. So we're gonna put it right on the cut here. Can you see this part of it? There we go. So this cut part, and then it shows 12 inches. Now, remember I had said on the last video that I was going to cut it at 5 inches. Well, I realized that 5 inches cuts right through the butterfly, and I didn't want to do that. So I thought if I cut at 7 inches, and then this would be the 5-inch spot, and then I would cut it in half. The only problem is they would be then this way. The 3 is sideways, that's upside down, that's sideways. I just was not happy with that. So I was thinking maybe I'll just cut it at 3, 6, I can't even think, 9, and just make it 3-inch by 6-inch cards. I really can't think of any other way to do this. Do a 6 by 4, and then a 3-inch, and then a 2-inch. No, it's better just to do 3-inch strips. So we'll put this at 9. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it on the back side, because the cardboard's curving that way. And then we can do like a lot of other people do. It's like the reveal after you cut it. So we won't look. We'll just cut. And there we go. 9, 6, and 3. Shall we see? I think the butterfly is safe now. Shall we see? Whoop. All right, so this is the first card. That's not bad. You get a little bit of a flower, a little bit of a flower. There's no washi on this. You got the 3 and the music. Not bad. And then here you've got that washi, that washi. You've got the flowers. You got writing. You got the insect. And this poor little flower got cut off, but that's okay. And look at that. We got the butterfly. And we got some washi. And we got most of the mushroom. And all writing in the middle. Actually, if you think of it, if you just cut... Oh no, then we're going to cut the mushrooms. I was going to say we could make it into a tag. But then we cut the mushrooms. What else could we do with it? I guess we could cut it down the middle. And then we have a small butterfly card and a small mushroom card. They'll both have writing on it. Oh yeah, there's washi here too, so they'll both have washi. We could do that, is cut it down the middle. And then this one, okay, it has a nice flower. It has the music. Nice colors. This needs a sticker though, because the mushroom got cut off. See, that's why even if you didn't want to do the stickers, if you just did the cardboard with the paper, or else paper with the cardboard, the scraps, and then you just did like stamping, and that's it, that would be fine. Because the stickers and the washi, you could then customize it to whatever the theme of your project is, right? Now, the reason why I wanted to do the two sideways is because then you could use it as a pocket. It would have been smaller, and then because these are 6-inch, right? Yeah, these are 6-inch. They would have been 5-inch, so they would have been to there. So I could have cut a little bit off and used it as a pocket. But because of the way I stamped it, yeah. That's why stickers and like the number 3, we should probably wait with. Just do the writing and the music, and you can go any which way you want. And I did not want to cut the corners, but now that they are going to be used as cards like this one, I may go ahead and cut the corners. Anyway, so there's some more. But these were not cutting corners because I have no idea what I'm going to use them for. And let me see here. What time are we at? 26 minutes. I did want to show you a couple of things. I did get a bunch of these bottles from Amazon. I gotta send back that arm though. I don't like that one. I think I still have the box. I better. But I got these. And the reason why is I'm going to try that spraying technique. You know, where you can put coffee or diluted acrylic in here. And then just spray your papers. And see how that turns out. Right? So I think it was a pack of 12 of these. And I'm assuming it's like a 4-ounce. Maybe. I don't have anything around here to compare it to. But I'm thinking maybe it's a 4-ounce. So that should be good. I also got these from Amazon. Oh, I think I already showed you these. Yeah, see, that's why, and the reason why I thought of this was with the number 3. See, I should have waited. And then if the cards end up, like let's say I do decide to cut this one in half, then I could stamp a smaller number here because it's a smaller card. So I'm not going to want the big 3 on it. I would want a smaller number, or, you know, a couple of letters to represent something. So that 3 reminded me of this. I didn't have to do that 3. And next time I will wait. This you've already seen. I believe you've seen this one also with all the pockets. There's 2 pockets there, and then that one. And I think this one's also a pocket. See, something like this would go in there. And then something like this, or even the 3, could go in here. So then you have 2 cards like that. And then you could put one of these in here. And then maybe a smaller one in here. Oh, we can go back to this one with the little birdie on it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like multiple pockets. I think I already showed you this. I'm not sure. And then there are these guys. I just took a piece of cardstock. And these are papers that you get on Amazon. And I think I've seen somebody that got an order from Temu that also had that. This is another printout from somebody. It could be the paper outpost again. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, and then you just put it on a backing. I got this booklet from Amazon and I'm not happy with it. I do not think it is that nice. I don't know, the paper doesn't look like antique paper. It just looks golden. I don't know, it just doesn't look right. But I have it, I gotta use it up, right? This doesn't have a backing yet. And on the backing, if you want, you could put lines on it. See, here's some more of those. I just backed it. Oh, look, I did a pattern paper on these. And again, they can just go in there, right? Whoops. I just happened to do it in purple, but you could put that one there. Put that one there. It looks really pretty. And then I believe I showed you these already. With the doily, a sticker. A flower blossoms for its own joy. So pretty. And I put the butterfly and the birdie in the old house. And then here, inspire. And there's those cards again. I put 3 gems. And then these were from Paper Punch. And then these are just the cards that I got. And I backed them. Actually, this is washi tape. You can see the yellow line here. I had really wide washi tape and I tried to put it on there. And these are just those printouts which you get in very thin paper. And you just back them. I just backed them all. Now, if I want, I could decorate the back of it. And then this becomes even the back. So there's a whole bunch of those. Here I left the yellow stripe because yellow contrasts with blue. I can decorate the back. So I just got to figure out what I want to do with these. Do I decorate the backs? Like these are all like, you buy them already done. Like this looks like I did it, but I didn't. That's the way I got it. There's a whole bunch of them. And then again, that one head. I don't know where the guy is. The guy with that head. I don't know. Oh, there he is. That one came with these. A bunch of sayings on it. So I just backed them. Left a bit of it as a frame. And here's another one. And then I figure from the saying or from the person, I would find stickers to put on it or stamp it in a certain way. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of those. Some of them I cut a little deeper and they were lighter. And then others were darker. Like this one I cut a little deeper, whereas this one I left that border on. And there's just a bunch of them. And I used the decorated side of the cardstock. So then this, I could glue something on the back or I could just add lines. Now this was fun. It was a weave. So I took the, okay, we'll call that purple, even though it's not a true purple. So I put that, and then this, the yellow, and then this, side by side. And then I took an orange piece and went under the yellow. And then this lavender, I put like, you know what I mean? Like under and over. So it's like a tic-tac-toe board. And I was thinking of decorating it as tic-tac-toe. And then I thought that was cute. She has fire in her soul and there's a little kitty. Believe me, they have fire in their soul. And then here's another one. And I just took a metallic marker and did a frame on it. And then I looked for a sticker that would go. This one I put a little border on it. This one had a big space, so I put those two. You know, I had a bunch of these sayings that I had cut out, and I figured I needed to do something with it. Here's something else. It's an irregular piece of paper. So yeah. These I'll probably trim it a little bit more, just so that it's not that wide. So these I have to work on. Like, what do you add to something like this? I have no idea. Put a number on it. Put some sort of stamp, endangered or something. Condemned, I don't know. And maybe put some stickles on it. Some liquid pearls. So all these I have to figure out what I'm going to do with. And there's another one, but with a blue background. Oh yeah, and then I did this one. I just thought the pink and the pink would go. This is a label. Actually, this is a label, and then this is a frame I got online. And I glued the label onto the frame, and then I glued them onto another frame. Oh, and then I glued music on the back. This is something else that I have to see. This is my to-do box. I got a bunch of these postcards. They're all postcards. I think these were my mom's. Anyway, so how do you decorate this side of a postcard? Do I even want to? Like, look how pretty. I don't know if I should decorate them. Like, this is where I struggle. Like, I haven't done enough to know what would I want to put. Like, this is so pretty. Do you even want to add anything to these? They're just floral photos. Now, I do have some stamps where I can enhance the back a bit. Maybe I could do a video on making my own stamps. And then I could make some stamps and put a stamp there. Put some lines here too. But really, there's not much you can do with postcards. At least I haven't seen anybody doing much with them. So I don't know. Hold on, I dropped one. Oh, got it. Oh, so yeah. This is another project I have that I need to, and this is why I wanted to get these covers done. But after, that moth, can't believe it. Like, what attracts moth? Does anybody know? What is their story? Why do moths come in the house? I know they eat wool and stuff. And, you know, my mom had so much wool. I believe I showed you on my craft room tour all the wool I got from my mom. And I don't know what I should do. It's just in a tote. The lid won't close, so I don't have a lid on it. I bet you there's a bunch of moths in there. I need to find a big plastic container. I'm going to measure my closet and see what size of container will fit in there and get one as deep as I can. And then I'm going to have to smush and check each ball of wool before I put it in the tote. And then make sure it's a locking tote, that the levers on the side have a locking mechanism. Like, I really don't know what to do. I don't want to get rid of the wool. Anyways, project for another day. A headache for another day. Anyways, I am going to leave you at that. I know we didn't do much today, but on the next video, I will have that needle in the sewing machine, and I still have some to prep because I want to do a cover with this. I want to do a cover with this Then there's that black and white one. I want to do a cover with this. And this one I'm going to, I don't know which one I'm going to use, but I want to use one of the lace on it. Give that a try. So I will prep that tomorrow. I do have to run some errands tomorrow, but hopefully I have enough time. I will put the needle in the sewing machine and I'll prep all this. And then we will do that on Friday. And this will be, once I make these booklets, there's about, I'd say 4 or 5 booklets that I want to start, like to make the covers and put the pages. So plus I have mine to finish. So yeah, we have a lot coming up. The next one I will show you sewing the covers. And there might be one that I don't sew. It'll be a paper one. But we'll do that on the next video. And then the covers will be all done. And then next week we can put the pages together. Because now I've got some coffee dyed paper. And we'll cut down some wrapping paper and some peel and stick paper and scrapbooking paper. We'll cut it all down and we'll make pages for all these booklets, figure out what patterns we want, and so then we go into pages. So yeah, Friday we'll do the covers. I'll prep everything tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll do all the covers together. All right. So I will leave you at this. I'm sorry, that moth is like I'm not scared of bugs, but when it's not me approaching them, it's them just showing up in my face, it gets to me. I've killed so many bugs, like ask my girls. I even had an ex-boyfriend who would just look at me and then kind of look up at the bug to say, hey, there's a bug up there. And it was always me. The girls always asked me, Mom, there's a bug. You know, whatever it was. So it's not that I'm afraid of them. It's just I get grossed out by them. But anyways, long story. Not necessary. Anyways, you take care. At least we got 2 things done today. And Friday will be the next one. You take care. Have a lovely evening. Have a lovely day tomorrow. And I will see you on Friday. And remember, do what makes you happy and everything else will fall into place. Okay, bye for now.